Man, what's going on, everybody? Swagged out, and you already know why I'm here. Got a new fragrance. I got a new fragrance from a new house. Their website just went hot over the weekend, and I already have some decants right here. And thank you very much to the house for sending them to me. And this house I speak of is the Shahdokht. This is their business card that came in the envelope that, if you caught my reel on Instagram, you saw it came inside of this. It came with some additional information. This was also in there. Really nice details, by the way. Like off the bat, the luxurious feel or aesthetic of it all is definitely shining. So you know what they're trying to give with this. And the important part. This is what I got, folks. Two Attarine decants. This is the damage I've done to one in about 5 days, because I'm telling you, it's bumping. This is the truth. For real. This is, if you don't like guitars, if you think like I don't want to wear guitars because I don't like oud, and oud is this, that, the other. Listen, every guitar does not contain oud. Let's start with that. But if you take a fragrance that you might expect from an attar, and the oud has thrown you off, and you thought to yourself, this would have been great without that oud. Well, this is really what you're gonna get in here. It's something amazing. So the fragrance that I'm holding, because I can get into all the fragrance is Souk Attarine. And if you're trying to remember the name, I'll put the description in there. It may not roll off your tongue. Whoops, I don't edit. It may not roll off your tongue as well as it did off of mine, but don't worry about it, because it's still going to smell as good on you as it did on me. And I'm telling you, it smelled great. So when we look at Souk Attarine, we're going to go straight to the notes before we get any further. And we're going to look at Moroccan rose, Orris incense, dark cinnamon bark, and honey. We're going to have dried fruits, cacao absolute, amber brown, Peru balsam, benzoin, cashmere, vanilla, and santal. So that's what we get in here. There's all the notes. And what does that smell like? Now, before I even get busy with anything, I'm going to tell you, I love this fragrance. Like, I love this fragrance. I've been talking about it since I applied it. Is this a traditional Middle Eastern attar smell? It has some of those qualities. However, what this does is something different, at least in my opinion. And if you have more experience and you know, that's fine. But we'll throw this on real quick. I've put on enough. Trust me, I don't need to put on any to give you a review of this, because I've been rocking this. But fire every time. Just fire every single time. Man, so what this does, if you want to just categorize it to my nose, this is like a very chocolatey, ambery fragrance. And that's simplifying it, because other things. But when it opens, you're going to get this really nice sweet resonance opening with that cacao. And that alone is just fire. Like, that opening is so good. That the cacao is rich, but it's not fudge chocolatey. It's a nice, actual quality cacao. But it starts to transform as soon as that honey kicks in, because it starts to give it more of this saucy feel to it. Sweet. The sweetness gets hyped up a little bit, but not cloying, just in a way that all the sweet aspects start to harmonize a lot more like that. You got the cacao, you got that honey. And although the cinnamon bark is going to provide like this spice to it, it's a sweet spice that it's providing that is, again, crazy. So now you have that honey, you have that chocolate, you have that cinnamon bark, and there goes the dried fruits, adding another layer of semi-sweetness, almost like in a boozy way. Really nice. Great addition to it. That Orris incense is going to give it a little bit more of that incensey spice, but nothing heavy at all. I'm talking about, like, if you have an incense lit 3 rooms down, like, you're just getting touches of those incensey spices, but you got that chocolate, that honey, and that cinnamon front and center with those dried fruits. Just, man, I'm telling you, just fire. Just fire. And of course, you have the Peru balsam, which gives it some more of that resinous sweetness. Like, this is fire. This lasts on skin for hours upon hours. On clothes, kind of like forever. And if you have it, like, in these areas or this, and you're getting close up on somebody, their clothes will smell like it, for sure. Or I assume, but for sure. And so This fire. Me, I would recommend this. Did I get paid to recommend it? No. Do you know about this house? And it's like, should I anyway? Well, I'm just telling you what I think. I know I like this. I know that I absolutely want a full bottle of this. This creamy, chocolatey, honey, cinnamon, ambery concoction that they have here. There might be 300 other fragrances similar to it that I just haven't got my nose on. But this right here, I guarantee you is fire. So you can talk about prices now. So this right here, they have different concentrations. They have one called the Body Attar. That comes in a 50 ml and that is $130. These samples right here, again, $7. And then the actual pure Attar, which is going to be a 15 ml bottle. So it's probably something like this size. That's going to run you $52. I think that $52 is a perfect price. And I'd probably get that over the body one. But, you know, this is what I'm used to right now because this is what I smell. Who knows? But on other news, they're actually going to make this fragrance in perfume form. When? They're working on it. Concentration, about 50%. Do I want to smell that? Well, after smelling this, obviously. But all the other information is still waiting. Price point, I believe the size is going to be in 30 or 50 ml as well. So they're not going to make much bigger bottles. But when I tell you, if you love Attars, if that's something you're already into, the aesthetic, the smell, the whole vibe of it all, you should check this out. If you don't love Attars, but you like amber fragrances, chocolatey fragrances that aren't doing too, like they just blend it so well, you definitely need to check this out. And at this price, I think it's really good. But again, I'm not trying to convince you to buy it at all. In fact, I love being the only one who smells like this. I love being the only one who smells like this. So if you don't get it, then, you know, I don't lose anything. But you should get it because you're going to lose something. And it's the experience. This smells amazing. And people around you will absolutely think you smell good because people have thought I smell good. And there's not much more special with my skin that yours don't have. So you should definitely try it out. That's really all I have about this fragrance. And I probably said more than I should with just 2 little decants. But I'm telling you, it's that good. And lastly, and very importantly, if you found this interesting and you like this video and you even considered checking out this Attar, let me get a thumbs up and drop that information in the comments. I'm reading my comments and I'm responding to them. So if you have something to say, go ahead and put it in there. If you have a question, and it doesn't have to be just this fragrance. If you have any question, feel free to DM me. I respond, I reply, I give thumbs up if people say crazy things. And but if you know, if you're being respectful, I'm gonna actually have dialogue with you. And lastly, if you're watching this video and you've watched previous videos and you're gonna come back for the next video, then subscribe to the channel. Help me out. Let's get these numbers up. I'm out here. I'm trying. Anyway, that's all I got for you folks. Thank you very much for watching this far. If you have, the 3 of you that actually do. And that's all I have. Swagged out.